Why are games right now so fucking boring? Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to make a video about me having like an episode. No, I'm just joking. I would think that like lately I've been thinking about like certain video games I've been playing right now and from games that I used to play back then. And back then, we it was stress free. Like we never dealt with anything at all. I remember playing games like Halo 3, Gears of War, Skate, Mortal Kombat 9. The list goes on and on and on. And the thing is, I feel like games right now, is it like, are we obligated to play games? Are we trying to find like a way out in reality to the point where we just wanted to just distract ourselves on playing hours and hours of like video games just to not deal with shit anymore? Like, you start to think about it deep down. Hell, good example. My older brother, he repurchased a PS2 just to have fun, not to deal with any stress at all. Try and move from point A to point B, but in the long run, just trying to just enjoy life as it is. We got some games here: Ed and Eddie, the Adventures, GTA, Vice City, Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. Hell, we even got fucking Larry. We even got fucking Larry. And I remember when I was a kid, I feel like I was a very, very horny kid to try this game out, but obviously I was way too fucking young to try it out. I don't fucking know, but the real reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like, yeah, you can still repurchase old consoles. Yeah, you can still relive them. Does it mean that it will bring you back in the old days? No, it fucking doesn't. I'm saying when it comes to playing old consoles again, uh, reliving the glory days growing up, the reason why you won't feel the same way is because you're just a grown-ass man or woman still dealing with your life as it is, still having those stressful moments, paying for bills, um, dealing with whatever you have to deal with in life, and even if it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. And the thing is that you're just deciding to play old games. Like, yeah, I remember doing this, and it doesn't really pass the time. I feel like games right now, it it doesn't really it doesn't do much for me. Let me just give you a full on example. Back then, I was playing games on the Nintendo 64, the Xbox 360, the original Xbox. And there was a bunch of games that I used to be playing with, like, Tetris, Star Wars Battlefront, games like, I don't know, Halo 3. Once again, I played a lot of Halo 3, Dead Space, and those games were like so fucking great. Playing them back then and actually witnessing things that I never really seen ever in my life. But games now, I'm just trying to just pass the time, just trying to just waste time as it is. I have literally a thousand plus hours on Dead by Daylight. Do I love Dead by Daylight? Yeah, I do. I do love playing Dead by Daylight. I like playing Dead by Daylight with a bunch of friends. It doesn't. I don't hate the game or anything. What other games do I play? I do play Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Is it great? No, but I still play Halo 3 on it just because of how much I love the online on Halo. Well, when it comes to the atmosphere of Halo 3 and how the game looks and everything, I would never hate the game. Is it like classic Halo 3? Not in the slightest, no. And I think it's just because of how we all played back then, meeting all these great and new people. And it was like how I how I witnessed AEW for the first time. I know I'm going, I'm sidetracking and just going straight into wrestling, but like, just hear me out. When I made it to AEW, everyone in that atmosphere was amazing. People were so nice. If I had to get up to go to the bathroom, go back, whatever, if I had to get up so many times, there was not even the slightest of like ignorant, like, back talk, or people didn't really bitch at me for being annoying or anything like that. Like, people were super nice to me. And when I think about it in a way, it's like everyone's there for one reason: to love wrestling. No one hated anyone. If you're there enjoying AEW, you're gonna fucking love. Everyone's the same pretty much there. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because Halo 3 back then was just revolutionary. I made friends, and I don't even know where the fuck they're at now. Like, I played hours and hours and hours of Halo 3. Still remember my rank and everything. And I remember playing like fun custom games with a bunch of like random ass people who live in Ohio, who live in California, whoever lived, who knows, even out of the state alone. And they all love the same fucking thing. We all just love playing fucking video games. And I feel like the Master Chief Collection, no one talks, even if you try to. And yeah, maybe you do find someone, maybe, but it's not going to be the same. Some people don't take kindly to strangers, of course. One person will just bitch at you for no reason. Some people just, once again, they just won't even talk. Like, it's... Back then, it was the most coolest thing ever. And I'm not even old at all. I'm really not. I was born in 97, and I'm 26, and I was like 10 years old playing Halo 3. And it's not even just that. I played tons of online games back then that I feel like a lot of people would love to relive that moment again and just feel it one more time. I remember playing like Left 4 Dead 2 with a bunch of people, and even if it was like me being an infected or being a survivor, didn't matter. The thing is that when it comes to playing games now, you can still probably relive it on Left 4 Dead 2, but majority of the reason why Left 4 Dead 2 is still amazing is just because of the mods. But still, it's just like when you see all the games that you play now compared to the games that you played back then, it kind of does, like, you know, it will like remind you on how games were back then, and it was phenomenal. Games back then really relived, like, there were the glory days back then. Games back then, they were really making us want to play more games and more games and more games. How, to the point that, as in 2022, we're still playing games to this day, but we lost a lot of it. Right now, there are most likely people that played so many games that they can't even count it with their fingers because there's so many games. But then when you probably see them now, they're probably just playing like maybe like 3 or 4 games. Apex Legends, most likely. The new COD game. Maybe Fortnite. Or maybe a sports game. Those are usually the most common games there. Like with me, there are specific games that I like, and of course you guys have different types of tastes as well. Like, I still play Left 4 Dead 2, I still play Halo. Those were the main games that I played back then. And when it comes to Gears of War, I can't relive those days, but there is Gears 5, and Gears 5 isn't really something to live by. It's not something to brag about. I do have hours in that game, but then I only played it with a friend of mine, and if he's not online playing Gears 5, then most likely I'm not playing it either. Games like that, it kind of baffles you. It will kind of baffle you, the fact that, like, yeah, now that I think about it, back then, yeah, I played a lot of fucking games, and yeah, it's due to those times back then in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010 even. But can you still relive those moments now? No, you can't. Like, the thing is that games right now, they do lack something, and it's just one thing. It's always one fucking thing. It's just the fact that you just want to have fun. You can't have that in video games anymore. Look, you guys can always think and be like, no, I can have fun in a video game. But, like, can you have fun in video games right now like how you did back then? Most likely you can't. I feel like nowadays people just, they play video games just to pass the time. That's really it. And when it comes to having fun in video games, to me, having fun with video games is like playing with like great friends that come over and sit on the couch and just fucking go nuts and just have a good time. Dude, yesterday, good example, yesterday I ended up playing like on the Nintendo Wii with my buddy Peter. And it was me and my brother and my boy Peter, and we played Wii Sports. Now I get it. Why can't you just play Nintendo Switch Sports? Because that shit's whack. Like, let's be fucking real. That shit's not good. We played Wii Sports on a Nintendo Wii, and we actually had fucking fun.
Show full, like, you gotta show it firsthand. Pete got 3 strikes last minute in the row. He got turkey. I got 2 right now. If I get turkey, because of his strategy, that's fucking scary. That works. I'm fucking done. What the fuck? We both got turkeys. What the fuck?
We had a blast playing like Wii Sports. And it's just like, and why the fuck did we waste, like, when I told some friends of mine that like I got myself a PS2, someone just told me it was a waste of money because it's old. And it was just like, no, dude, because it's fucking fun. It's fun playing on a DualShock 3 controller. It's fun to, you know, sneak around on fucking Metal Gear Solid 3. It's fun to see some 8-bit tits and and I don't know, try to sleep with them and try to figure out a way to sleep with them. It's fun to play old racing games like Need for Speed Underground 2 using a fucking, I don't know, a beeper or a sidekick or some shit, seeing the store Best Buy around the fucking game and hooking up your cars and stuff like that. It's having a good time instead of being all serious and playing on like Gran Turismo, like a full-on racing simulator. And it's just like, why would I want to do that if I can just, like, you know, actually be a racer or some shit? I don't fucking know. I'm just saying out of my ass right now. But it's the same thing with sports games. Like, why even play sports games if I could just be a football player? It's like, what? It's like, no, I'm just ranting at this point. But I just want to prove to you that, like, when it comes to like playing old games, and it's like, we can, I just remember just playing games and just to have fun. And nowadays games don't do that. And yeah, for you guys can be like, oh, I have fun playing the new Modern Warfare 2 with my friends. Why? like the things are like, look, I'm not trying to put it in a way that is just like, oh, that's bad. No, if you have fun playing new games, then yeah, so be it. Then that's fine. But I feel like a lot of you guys probably would know what I'm talking about when it comes to, when it comes to playing a lot of these games that are out now, it's just to pass the time, and it probably bothers you a lot too. It's probably like, you guys can probably relate to what I'm trying to say, and I'm just saying, like, to me personally, the new games are like, they're fucking trash. These new games are all about, just stealing your money, pretty much. Every single new game is all about battle pass. It's never about the game being good. That's really it. Just the game just being fun. Being a one-player game or even being a multiplayer game, it doesn't really matter. Just like, what happened to just like, hey, let's try to make our fucking fan base enjoy our fucking game. Let's make this game fun. No, it's what makes this game make us money. And that's just fucking terrible. And what's terrible is the fact that it's a cycle. we're going to keep doing this over and over and over again. We're going to always buy a brand new game. We're going to always keep buying the newest fucking latest like game and then fucking buy it. Like, I've realized this in a lot of fucking games that people have been buying lately. I've seen a video on how terrible the new Modern Warfare 2 is. And what's funny is that the guy that is literally reviewing how terrible Modern Warfare 2 is, he already has like a golden weapon, and he's been playing for probably like a few hours. And it's just like, it fucking sucks. I just told my brother like 2 days ago that I want a Nintendo Wii now. Like, I would love a Wii. Give it for me for Christmas. Give me a Nintendo Wii for Christmas. Dude, dead ass, which is fucking funny to say this, I would definitely have way more fun on a Nintendo Wii than a fucking Nintendo Switch any day. I sold my Switch. I had a Switch OLED. There was nothing for me to use on that fucking console. People think that I regret selling that shit. I don't. I really, really don't. Like, I have way more fun. And the thing is that I still love playing Nintendo games. Like, I love Nintendo games. But like these, like when it comes to like new games, it's all about like taking money out of your fucking pocket. There were some things that I loved about the Nintendo Switch. Technically, I loved the Nintendo 64 online play. I love the DLCs for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Pretty much everything that involves that big ass bundle that they were selling for you. Now that shit, my brother was paying for every month. And my brother was paying like $75 for it. There was a moment that he was on vacation, and then he didn't really have that much money to pay for it. So then, because he was on vacation, of course, he was on vacation for a month. So at that point, he stopped paying for it. But he's like, most likely I'm going to pay it back when I'm back at work. But when he stopped paying for it, my Nintendo Switch was catching like dust. Like, I realized that without the things that I like about the console, then the fucking console is useless. Now, do people love the Nintendo Switch? Yes. And probably there are people like me that are like, if they're not you playing it online, then it's pretty much useless. Yeah, there are some amazing first like player titles. Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, the list goes on. I get it. But the thing is that if you're people like me, where you want to play with friends to make the console great, like, it's good. Like, the only game I played with people was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Smash Ultimate. And Smash Ultimate is usually when someone came through and played with me, or I played with my girl and we played Mario Kart. But that sucks. Technically, if it was Smash, it was like with my friend Jesse. If it was Mario Kart, it was with my girl, Kayla. And it's just like the idea the idea that only two $60 games worked for me, and the rest of the games that I've owned was pretty much just there. I wasted so much money on the Nintendo Switch games. Some of them I completed, and a lot of them I didn't, and they were still there. So I was just like, fuck this game, deleted my account and everything, and then I sold the Switch. Literally yesterday, I watched a video from Eddie Burback of him trying to break a record for getting two consecutive wins from Wii Bowling, from the Wii Sports game. And I thought it was hilarious. And then that got my friend Pete to be like, all right, I want to play Wii Sports now. So we ate dinner at his place, went to the gaming room, hooked that bad boy on, and bro, we were playing for like 2 hours to 3 hours. Yeah, we ended up leaving early because the next day was Thanksgiving, which is today. But like, it was that much fun just to play Wii Sports. Now, I feel like if I have friends over and I have 4 Wii controllers on deck, and if I have Wii Sports or any Wii game to be exact, most likely I'll play with a bunch of my friends, or with my ex, or with anyone. I feel like we'll have more fun playing on the Wii. And who to say that is going to be on the Wii? It's just the fact that like these games are old, and new games are supposed to be better. Why the fuck are new games not better? Because they just want one thing. It's always just money. And the thing is that nowadays, because games want to look so fucking beautiful with their graphics and everything, these teraflops that they're fucking using a lot of, they're trying to make us want this game, you know, beautiful scenery and like how the game looks and everything. It's like, oh my god, 4K resolution. But the fact that they're doing that is making the game terrible, because they're like, oh, what happened to this? What happened to that? Like, dude, you know how many times I always hear people always telling me like, oh, I missed this and I missed that and I missed that and I missed this. It's just like, well, guess what? Because everyone wants resolution, everyone wants like a game that looks fucking clear and everything. You're not gonna get everything that you want. That's as simple as it is. And also they want money. So what's better to do that? To buy multiple consoles and buy the same fucking game. It's always the same fucking shit every fucking time. It always sucks just fucking witnessing this for the first time. Especially if you're listening to this video and just like, here's a fucking point. Very valid. Like, look, no matter what, as much as I'm complaining right now, I'm gonna upload this video. No matter what, it's like, I'm a hypocrite. We're all gonna fucking say this, we're all gonna agree and everything, but we still do what we do. Once again, I have like many hours on Dead by Daylight. I'll still play that game. I'll still play the Master Chief Collection and play Halo 3, even though it's not like how it used to be. This is how it is.